So I posted my thoughts about Charlie Kirk last night after being in utter shock, and it's difficult to process such a tragic loss. I made a post about it, and I couldn't even verbalize it. I just had to type it out and share it, and what I thought about Charlie, a man who I did not agree with a lot of the time, but foundationally I agreed with him, and I agreed with his character, and I respect the man that he was, what he stood for, and why he did what he did. And it doesn't matter that I didn't agree. I am just absolutely dumbfounded that we are in a time in history where we think if we like someone, we have to completely agree with them. That's not real. Real life is relationship where we're going to disagree. We're different. We're not all supposed to be the same. We don't all have the same ideas, and we interpret things differently. That is why we need to have conversation. That is why he was doing what he was doing, to foster healthy conversation and healthy debate. He said things that people didn't like, but guess what? That happens every single day of our lives with the people around us. That doesn't mean we get to hate somebody. That doesn't mean we get to celebrate their death. That means we are individuals, and we form healthy opinions when we have conversations with each other. When we listen not to respond, but we listen to learn, to understand, and to, above all else, love each other. That is part of our purpose as to why we're even on this earth, is to love. That's why we were created, was to love. So when we have so much hate in our heart where we are willing to celebrate the death of someone we didn't agree with, that's a cancer. It's a form of cancer called hatred and evil. So I feel very emboldened and inspired, and my biggest regret is that all the fears, all the unempowering conversations I had about not speaking up, it's gone now. Because this man said things that weren't always right, but he stood on his conviction, and he would correct himself when necessary. That's amazing. That's courage. And he was bold, and he was honorable. The values he held were ones that fostered love, honor, protection, security, all the things that every single one of us actually really want. He didn't hate anybody. Even those he didn't agree with. He may not agree with your lifestyle and your choices. That's being human. But loving someone despite of those things is the point. And that's what he stood for. And he was bold about it and courageous about it and unafraid to talk about those hard things. That is so inspiring. And it always did inspire me, but I had fear of doing the same. No more. Absolutely not. I will not spread hate, but I will spread truth. And I will speak up. And I know I'm not the only one. And I hope and pray that hundreds of thousands of people, because of this, also stand up and have courage and boldness and honor. This is a time of mourning, but also a time of waking up and doing what's right.